McDonald's have surely got us addicted on the peri peri french fries. But now I have a new obsession, it's peri peri pasta. A creamy peri peri bechamel sauce with stir fried paneer and fusuli. This is one tasty dish, so let's start cooking. To make this pasta, I am using drumbeat fusuli. Fusuli has a texture which can hold maximum amount of sauce, so cook it as the instructions on the packet. I have cooked my pasta al dente, drained it, rinsed it with cold water and set it aside. Next, we need a block of paneer. I have taken 200 grams of cow milk paneer. You can use whole fat paneer as well. Drain the water completely out from the paneer and chop it into cubes. If you are a vegan, you can use tofu instead. You can also skip paneer and just include veggies in your pasta. I have transferred my paneer into a bowl and going to add 1 whole tablespoon of peri peri masala. Season your paneer with salt and pepper and add a little bit of olive oil. The oil is going to help the paneer not stick to each other when we stir fry it. If you're looking to make peri peri masala at home, the recipe is there in the description box. Please do check it out. Give your paneer a good mix and let's stir fry this. Place a pan on heat and add some olive oil. You could use a non-stick pan, but I preferred using a steel pan today. Spread your oil evenly into the pan and place paneer pieces one by one so that they do not stick to each other. We are going to grill our paneer from all the sides, so flip your paneer pieces after 2 minutes and stir fry them very well. Stir frying paneer will give us a good texture outside and a soft chewy texture inside. Once you have your paneer pieces stir fried, remove them from the oil and set it aside for the next step. You can see there are a lot of bits and pieces of paneer and the masala still remaining in the pan. Use the same pan to roast some cherry tomatoes. We don't want the cherry tomatoes to be cooked, we just want to soften them. Once your cherry tomatoes are soft, pull them out of the pan and set them aside. We are cooking all the ingredients separately initially. It's because the cooking time of each ingredient is different, and if we throw everything into the pan at the same time, some might get cooked and some might not. Next, add some more olive oil into the pan and add the veggies you like. I have added red and yellow bell peppers with some green peppers as well. You can choose whichever vegetable you like to add. It could be spinach, it could be corn, or it could be just onion. Stir fry the vegetables in the same oil. I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper. As our veggies are getting cooked, you will see they'll release some oil and take all the goodness in which is stuck on the bottom of your vessel. The veggies will take up all the flavors left by paneer and cherry tomatoes. The next, I'm going to make my bechamel sauce. In India, we call it as white sauce, but actually it's called bechamel sauce. Bechamel means the mother of all sauces. So in a pan, melt some butter, add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. We are now going to roast our all-purpose flour in the butter. Make sure there are no lumps, and we're going to roast it till it turns a slight hint of pink. Keep stirring it continuously on a low-medium flame and do not let it burn. Add about 1 cup of water. The exact measurements are there in the description box. Keep stirring and adding milk little by little. Make sure there are no lumps in your sauce. You can also use a whisk to get rid of the lumps. Keep stirring the sauce and adding milk until you have this consistency. Your flame continuously has to be on low medium or else the sauce will get burned. Next, add in 1 cup of mozzarella cheese with some parmesan. If you do not have these cheese, you can simply use processed cheese and mix it well. Once your cheese melts, your bechamel sauce is ready. Just stir it and add some seasoning, that is pepper and salt. You can use this sauce directly in the pasta and call it as white sauce pasta. But we are making peri peri creamy sauce today, so I am going to add 1 whole tablespoon of peri peri masala. Give your sauce a 1 good stir. Make sure there are again no lumps of masala and our seasoning. And now our bechamel peri peri sauce is ready. So let's move on and now assemble a peri peri pasta. Add a little more of olive oil to your stir fry pan. Spread the oil evenly into the pan and then add your stir fried veggies and paneer and your cherry tomatoes. Next, add in your boiled pasta and mix very well. This portion will serve 2 people. You can adjust the quantity according to you. Once your veggies and pasta is mixed, add the bechamel peri peri sauce to the pasta. Combine the peri peri bechamel sauce and the pasta together on a high flame for a minute. Keep stirring it and do not let it catch at the bottom. You might think the bechamel sauce and the quantity of pasta is less, so it might feel dry, but trust me, we have done this on a purpose. Bechamel sauce is heavy, cheesy and bland and tends to take down the peri peri spice. So your pasta is not dry, it is as creamy as the title says. Serve your pasta in a deep dish. Garnish it with finely chopped basil. You can add some more cheese on top if you feel like. I just like the basil, that's it for me. So this was my creamy peri peri pasta. I hope this becomes your new obsession just like the peri peri McDonald's French fries. So if you like to see more recipes like this, then hit the subscribe button, ring the tiny bell next to it so that you know when I upload a new video, and do hit a like button if you have liked my work. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon with another next recipe. Thank you. Bye.